Hey, what's up guys? It's Apollo here. Hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys have your sea legs ready, because we're back with some Napoleon Total War. So this is actually vanilla Napoleon Total War. It's been a while since we just played vanilla, so I thought this was pretty cool. We've got a little bit of a Scandinavian sea battle. Denmark, Sweden. Who is the ultimate Scandinavian... Words are hard. Today we're about to find out. So yeah, real quick before the battle begins, let's look at this formation here. You can see that Denmark is going with the proven, the tactical, ship of the line formation. And Sweden, on the other hand, is going with something unique. Now, is this something that's creative and maybe genius, or maybe it's stupid? We'll find out. But Sweden is going to have to turn to the wind, which you can see Denmark's already turning towards the wind. The wind is going east. So before they start bombarding each other, let's look at these ships here. Now, Denmark, kind of surprising, sending in their admiral first. Usually the admiral would be in the back. Sometimes I think admirals can go center as well, or maybe they go first too. I don't know. Personally, I would put my admiral in the back, but he's got the I'm not gonna pronounce these names right, but he's got the 80-gun ship of the line here. I think this is one of the heaviest ships he's got. Then over here he's got another 80-gun. This is Langland. That's the name of the ship. I don't know. And then we got the 80-gun ship of the line again, Dr. Julien Marie. I'm sure that's wrong. And then we've got Harfurin. This is a 74-gun. So he's bringing some heavy guns here to today's battle. And then another 74. So yeah, it looks like about 74 to 80 on the right side. And then the left side, he's got a smaller, more maneuverable. Oh my god, words are so hard today. Maneuverable ships. We're just going to go with that. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what to say. I have no excuse. Words are hard. So Sweden, on the other hand, first to open fire and a beautiful volley. Who is this? Carlberg. 74 ship of the line. Oh, they are getting a volley back, though. They're going to get hit pretty hard. Let's zoom in here and just kind of see their point of view. Beautiful. So good, good answer back to the Swedish ship. And look at the formation Sweden's going with here. It's definitely a little unique. I'm glad that he left that little like U-shaped formation he had. Here we go, another bombardment there on the 80-gun ship of the line. I'm sure the 80-gun's gonna fire back once she angles here a little bit more accurately. Once she has a shot, she's gonna be able to give them hell. So Sweden's actually gonna probably penetrate here at the ship. No. They drop an anchor. Well, they're getting some good hits on the admiral. Not enough to bring it down. In fact, they only took out one cannon. But ooh, this 74 ship is about to feel the wrath, and you can see he's got it lined up perfectly. We got Göteborg, 64 ship line. Oh, that's a sick ship. Oh, I thought it had white paint. It was just like the glare of the sun. But are they going to open fire? The Marines are opening fire. Check this out. We're going to have a ram here, guys. The ships are going to collide. This is not common with Napoleon Total War. And now they are opening up broadside. Look at this. The two Denmark ships are tied up. Sweden needs to fire here. Do some damage. Let's get some close-ups here. Look at this. Yeah, come on, fire. This is now or never. But now Denmark is lining up. Oh, there we go. Both ships giving each other hell there, and that was a beautiful engagement. I think it was a smart tactic by Sweden, but in the long run, I think Denmark really got the most of that one. There we go. So a lot of focusing fire from Denmark on the very right flank of the Swedish line. Now Sweden's pushing up. If you look over here, though, this is a little concerning for Denmark. The fact that all these ships have not been touched yet. They've taken 0 damage, but most of the Danish ships have been engaged over on this side. So that means that a lot of these ships are going to take hits. They're going to exhaust their ammo. I think you have limited ammo, but you get what I'm saying. By the time all these fresh. Oh my god, what is wrong with me today? All these fresh ships get into the fight. They're going to be tough to take out. Denmark, though, opening fire. Nice focus fire there on the admiral of the Swedish Navy. So let's see. Oh man, Denmark is cleaning up Sweden here. So that's the thing. That's the thing with Sweden. Sweden doesn't necessarily need to win on the right flank. They just need to do enough damage to these guys. So when their left flank goes in for the kill, they can, you know, go in and, well, go in for the kill essentially. So let's go back to Sweden here, where he's got his admiral taking on these smaller frigates. The frigates, though, taking a beating there and taking some damage at the hull, taking some damage on the sails. And let's see, we got this 80-gun ship now moving to its next target. It looks like starboard side has an open line of sight here. They are down to 200 guns. They've only lost about 23 cannons. They've taken some pretty heavy damage. The wind's still blowing east, obviously. And Denmark, oh man, I don't know about Sweden's strategy here. I don't think they did enough damage to Denmark's fleet. Now, here's the good news. The wind is in favor of Sweden, because Denmark is now having to, like, if Denmark wants to get to Sweden, they've got to use the wind and try to get over to that side. Well, let's see what this admiral can do. It seems like he's just kind of stuck in the water, which is really unfortunate because he does have the wind advantage. There we go. He's finally going to set sail. He's turning pretty aggressively, trying to get the starboard side open. He opens fire, goes after this ship way back here. 38-gun frigate, Diana. Love the name of the ships, man. I love Napoleonic naval combat. There's just something about the ships that they just have character, you know? It's just the wood, and not every ship, even though they could be like designed after the same model, not every ship is the same. So it looks like the admiral is taking in some water. I don't know if the ship's getting a little lower there. So yeah, this ship's definitely having some difficulties, and the men in the crow's nest shaking around. They just stop. Of course, they just stop when I zoom in on them. But yeah, this is not good. The admiral is caught alone. We've got ships tipping over. We've got Denmark just forming an epic line here of ships. There we go. One of the masts go down. I wonder if Sweden is using chain shot to take, or maybe just normal shot. Got a lucky hit on one of the masts. And I think it was the main center one, but that's really going to slow down this 74 ship gun. And this ship is now breaking. Here we go. Sweden not out of the fight yet. Finally breaking some of the Danish fleets, Danish ships. The biggest concern for Sweden, in my opinion, is the fact that the admiral is all by himself taking on these smaller ships. And even though they're smaller, there's more of them, and they can just swim around like small sharks, slowly picking away at the admiral. The admiral somewhat showing his stern to the enemy. We got to the enemy 74-gun ship, which is not good. But I think the admiral is trying to make it back to his main forces. Get ready for a little hello to each other as these ships pass each other. But he's going to be taking on multiple hits from multiple ships. There we go. Oh no, he's braking. He's routing. That's the problem. That is not good. The admiral going out. He's not completely out of the battle, but he has taken. Well, he's fleeing. He could return though. And Denmark losing their ship here. Look at this. Samso! The ship is going down. It's a pretty good angle here. Look, you can hit him right in the bow. That's the best way. The reason you always want your broadside showing to the enemy is because obviously the cannonballs are going to rip through your ship, right? So you see this angle right here? Now, it is a game. So I'm sure it's not perfect, but let me explain this better. When you have a ship where the stern is facing the bow of an enemy ship, the cannonballs rip through the hull and can take out multiple crewmen at a time because of the angle. It could, a perfect shot could take out 20 men, 50 men. You'll be surprised. So it's always good to have the broadsides. God, words are hard. Showing to the enemy. Look, he's turning and showing the stern of the ship. Look at this. If they land a hit here, they would wipe them out. But thankfully, I think most of them are reloading. So that was actually a well-timed turn. This is still a very close game. The admiral is still breaking, unfortunately. Has he shattered? No, he's only routing, so there is a chance he will return. But even if he does return, he's down 164 guns, lots of damage. I mean, he can't take a lot more. I mean, if they could just stop here and rebuild the ship a little bit, you know, just having the admiral on the, you know, I don't want to say the battlefield, but on the sea, in the sea, whatever, having him here, his presence can definitely help out. All right, so they are rebuilding this ship. Oh, shots fired by Sweden. Very good angle on this 50-gun ship of the line. A smaller scale ship, which, but again, the smaller ship, the more maneuverable. Frigates. So, like, especially, I think towards the end of the Napoleonic period, frigates were more of the scouting ships. They would often go after merchants. They would go after pirates. I mean, they were very fast, maneuverable. In a ship of the line situation, frigates are not ideal for this style of fighting because they just can't compete because they're so small. But I remember hearing that sometimes they would tie the frigate to a ship of the line to help make it go faster, which is really interesting. But again, the frigates are the eyes of the Navy, and they'll go out, spot the enemy, come back, tell the bigger ships where they are. I mean, this is super arcadey to real life. These battles were a lot slower paced. I mean, it took about 30 minutes. Like, for example, the HMS Victory, I believe it took about 30 minutes just to get it full sail, just to get it going, which is insane. And they were pretty slow, relatively speaking. The Victory was fast compared to counterparts, but slow compared to like a frigate. Alright, so yeah, this ship I think is just kind of taking the blunt of the force. Unfortunately, the Swedish general, the admiral I should say, is just in dead water. He's surrendered. The admiral has surrendered. And all that is left are a small handful of Swedish ships. Denmark is also, you know, they've taken some casualties. We got a couple of brave souls over here. Verdun, the 80-gun ship, look, he's repaired it quite a bit. That's going to help it, you know, give it a little bit more life. Here comes a volley from Denmark. Ooh, rips a little bit on the side here of this ship. Okay, so I think they're trying to regroup their forces, and they're going against the wind. The reason I think they're doing this is because I think they're going to turn and face Denmark. But we're at a little bit of a standstill in the current fight. I don't know if Denmark's going to go for the kill. Again, the problem here for Denmark is that to get to Sweden, it's going to be against the wind. What they could do, well, I don't know. They could go extremely wide like this and then turn and kind of have the wind to their back again towards Sweden. But it's going to be interesting to see how these players approach this. Sweden, though, they're definitely struggling. They're struggling. All right, Verdun opening fire. Again, I don't know if how you pronounce these names. I'm sorry if you're Scandinavian and you're just cringing every time, but I do my best. I'm just an uncultured American swine. All right, so good hit on the 74 gun. Are they breaking it? Oh, they're rebuilding. They are rebuilding. So that's good. That's good sight for Sweden. I really think Sweden should get aggressive here. They've got two small ships here, kind of out of position. They've got the 64 gun ship of the line. We also have a much smaller one. I believe this is the frigate. No, this is a oh, how do you pronounce it? It is a frigate, but they've got the special cannon. The Caron, oh, what? I forgot how to pronounce it. Oh, I even see it right here on the Carronade? Carronade? I know, basically it's the cannon that shoot really big cannonballs. They're not as accurate, the distance is not as good, but they do a lot of damage. So you want to try to keep your distance here. But I think we've got a little frigate battle. Oh yeah. We got the Castor, 38 gun frigate taking on the more of the destructive frigate. The carronade. Carronade? Is that it? I don't know. Screw me. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, they're just loading up. They've got 99. Originally, they had 111, which is a pretty big frigate. But yeah, they've got a decent amount of guns. Getting some good shots here. They're down to 78 guns. And even with their guns, they've got to try to get closer. Because the smaller the caliber of the ball, the more penetration it does. And the bigger the cannon, the less penetration. So, like, smaller cannons are great for long distance. The bigger cannons like this ship is using, they need to get a lot closer, obviously. But let's see. I think they're easily winning this one. Sweden should be able to take that one. All right, we got another ship just taking on the might of the Danish fleet. Got a couple of crewmen over here just like, I don't know what to do. That's where I would want to be on the crow's nest. You know, like, you will most likely miss every cannonball. I guess you could get sniped out. But that's not nearly as scary as giant cannonballs coming after you. And being a crew member of these ships and just never knowing when a cannonball is going to rip through there. I mean, I guess you could hear the enemy ship. You can't really see it unless you're the person, like, yeah, I mean, even, yeah, you don't really see the enemy ships. I mean, you can look through the holes and stuff, but it's not like it's clear vision. Okay, so most of the ships have surrendered over here. Sweden is still trying to take care of this frigate. And Sweden is down to 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 big ships. He has another 38-gun frigate. I'm not saying that it's useless. Oh, he just fired a random shot there. Again, I'm not sure what their plan is. Let me go ahead and just fast forward a little bit here and see what exactly Sweden is doing. Now, again, I think they're so focused with the engagement. Oh, they're repairing. Oh, that's not good. This is a bad sign. The fact that Denmark is repairing over here means that, well, they have to take care of the damage or they might be screwed, and Sweden's going to take care of that. In fact, Sweden might even want to turn because the other side of his, like, other side of the ship might have more cannons on the ship. So let's see. In fact, it looks like he is turning. Oh yeah, he's turning. Let's see. Let's go ahead and speed it a little. I know naval battles are not the quickest of battles. And they can be a little bit... Oh, you shot way too early. Oh, no. Okay, let's do normal speed. Nice turn there by Denmark. He's going to turn back over to the other... Whoa! Oh, that's fine. He just blew up. Admiral surrendered anyways. Oh, and just like that, Denmark outplays Sweden. Wow. Sweden making a costly mistake, missing that bombardment, the one he shot a little too early, and now Denmark is able to save his very powerful frigate, and now Sweden is down to 4 ships, outnumbered by many. So let's fast forward, guys. Let's see how this one is going to come to a conclusion. Can Sweden fight their way out of this? It's possible. They can. But honestly, so far, the biggest mistake from Sweden was their starting formation. Oh, they got their ship back, though. That's good. Their ship came back, which is really good. The frigate is now free to harass. And just, that's what you need to do. That's what, in this position, words are hard. God. In this situation, Denmark just needs to use his frigate to go after the ship of the lines that are already stuck in engagement, who are going after other ship of the lines. Use the frigate to go to rake the enemy, to, fire on their stern or their bow and really rip through their crew and do some damage. Nice little bombardment there from the 38-gun frigate. Going after this ship that's going straight ahead. Risky for him to be so aggressive like this. But they've got to kind of use the wind here. And there we go. That's what Denmark's doing. Denmark is doing just that. He's going wide and then turning to the right, and the wind will be to his back. And that's going to help pick up the speed. It's going to make him much more maneuverable. And, well, I expect to see a lot of damage. And this might be the last little you know, line battle that we see in this overall battle. We'll see what Sweden does here. I mean, he can try to pull off a miracle, but it's going to be a close one. There we go. Shots fired. Woo! 80 gun. He's got a lot of guns. This is a very healthy ship. So let's look at the health of these ships. This is a healthy ship too. Took some damage. Lost about 11 guns. This one is healthy. Healthy. Healthy, healthy, healthy. They're all healthy. They're all healthy. So is Sweden. Most is Sweden. Oh, double trouble here. Boom! Oh, look at that rip through there. We'll go ahead and hide the minimap. They're going to try to fire back, which is very bold. I mean, could you imagine being a crew member and be like taking on that volley and then firing back? Which is insane. There we go. Sweden's going to get another shot here. Look at the angle here, though. Look at this angle. He's turned a little bit quicker so he can get the first volley. Here comes another double trouble. Woo! And they fire back again, telling them, we're not afraid of you, Denmark. We might have lost our admiral, but our second in command is even better. Oh, a fire has started on the ship. Triton. Oh, they doused the flames, able to control that fire so quickly and fire back at the enemy. Sweden doing a decent job, all things considered. Fire is spreaded, though, at Fagelstruts. Gotta take that flame out. Gotta take it out quickly. Look at them. Oh, my God. They're stomping. That's hilarious. Stomp out the flames. You fool. Just get some water. There we go. They got the flames out. Oh, that's not... Okay, yeah. All right, that's just smoke leaving. I was like, that's some pretty bad smoke there. All right, the frigate. Look at this brave frigate going into the fight. Oh, this is the same one that broke. Now about to absorb all this ammo. Just... I mean, I don't know, man. That's crazy. He's gonna... Oh, and he's breaking. That's all right, though. He's gonna absorb a lot of ammo, be a bit of a meat shield, and add some life to these Swedish ships who are outnumbered. Oh, and Denmark with his frigate and the back lines going after Sweden. Nice little volley here. Incoming. Beautiful hit into the 64 gun. Oh, the men from the crow's nest falling down and dying. Crow's nest. Oh, the whole back mast has been taken out. That's all right. The frigate doesn't need the speed at this point. They're behind enemy lines. All they have to do is harass. And they are surrounding Sweden. Sweden has lost a big and important ship. The 80-gun ship of the line. And now Denmark is free to go in for the kill. There's only 2 more ships. Yeah. The military advisor's like, yes, you can celebrate now. I love how he's British, even though, like, this is the point of view of Denmark. But Denmark, yeah, he's just going to continue to harass these guys. He's turning the bow of his ship towards the face of the enemy. Now he's turning quickly, firing, and just doing what he can. Doing what he can, trying to take these guys out. So they fight. The great Scandinavian, excuse me. They fight to the bitter end. And these guys are on the run, so we're going to speed it up a little bit. And I decided to leave in the Napoleon music because it's actually been really long since we heard the, the vanilla music. And usually Total War music is really, really good. But yeah, they're on the run. I think this is not a bad idea from Sweden because they're able to focus on these smaller ships. And hopefully they can, if they can quickly... Oh, nice volley there. Look at that. Look at the aftermath of that. Ooh, are these a bunch of people swimming? Oh, no! Sweden, they're like, I can't swim. I didn't sign up for this. They don't sound like that, though. Because they're, Swedish. Oh, they're rebuilding the ship. He's trying. Sweden is trying. The other ship is broken. And now the lone ship is surrounded. The Kronor 80 gun ship of the line Everyone is broken, but not them. Not today. Both sides of the ship, I believe, are firing. Yep, look at that. Fire! We fight to the bitter end, man. I'm not done yet. Some cannons of the ballast ship getting some hits. Now they're going to just go for the admiral. Just go for that admiral. Take out their leader. They might have won the battle, but take out their admiral. The admiral is about to give him a piece of his mind. Man, look at it. So much death on this ship. Prepare to fire. Fire! They land some really good hits there. Oof. But this thing continues to go on. Continues to push. There's another ship right here. 74 ship of the line. Opening fire on that bastard. Let's see if this guy can just bring down one more Danish ship. He's turning. The Marines are opening fire. Ooh! And a really good close range shot there. And just like that, that causes the last ship to break. You got to give them credit, though. They put up a great fight. And Denmark is going to be the victor here today. Only losing 2 ships, taking out 4 of the Swedish ships. That is pretty impressive. So again, I think the biggest problem here for Sweden is the fact that he started off in a very poor position. He formed this weird like bullhorn U shape that the Zulu used to do. But, you know, Denmark, I want to say splitting up your forces and being tactical is smart, but I feel like in this game, it's about keeping your fleet together and supporting each other and really just bombarding ship after ship. And I think that's why Denmark came out on top. But it was a great battle. It was a good one. But I think Denmark controlled that one for most of the fight. So thank you guys so much. And also thank you to Generic Stannerman for the battle replay. That was awesome. I appreciate the support, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys see... What am I? Look at me. I hope you guys... Whatever. I'm just going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you on the battlefield or the 7 seas, whatever you prefer. See you guys.